I'm going to go over using Desmos to set up this linear regression. So let's see if we can get this where you can see everything and kind of go from there. So when we're setting up a linear regression, I'm using this Desmos platform instead of a calculator like we got here. So looking at it, this is a line to find a way to use a line of best fit to figure out some information about our graph here. So what I'm going to do in Desmos, I want to put in a table, and I'm going to type those length values all into the x values. And then I'll put the height values into the y. Okay, so it's important that I put all of my values in there. Otherwise, my line isn't going to be quite the same. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit for now. And then we're going to put in our equation that we've been using, y1, then our squiggly line, which means is about equal to mx1 plus b. Okay, and you'll notice we get some numbers down here for r squared, for r, for m, and b. So the equation that we're looking at, and I should also zoom out here because what I'll get is you can see those points now and see that line that goes through this. And so the equation that we're going to write for this is just to place that m value and b value into the equation we just had. So y equals negative 0.05 x plus 29.07, so 0.8. And that gives us our line. So going back to our page, that's what we're going to write for our line of best fit. So I know it's weird using the decimals and everything, but let's put Desmos steps. Y1 plus B is what we put in Desmos. So our line of best fit, y equals a negative 0.05x plus 29.08. And then you'll notice we have this r value here that it's asking for. So r equals negative 0.1274. So let's go ahead and write that down and talk about what it means. So r is negative 0.127, so 0.13. What that means is, as we look at this graph, it has a negative slope, so we'd say it's a negative correlation. And so when that r value is negative, that means it's negative. And if we have anything that is from 0 to, let's do a little chart here, -1 to -0.5, we'll make this a little larger for you. Then we'll have -0.5 to 0, from 0 to +0.5, from +0.5 to 1. So that gives me 4 different quadrants. If it's way down here, so if I have a negative 0.99 r, that's a strong negative. So that would mean my connection between the two between the points, those points are really close together and a negative relationship going down. If it's in between negative 0.5 and 0, that'd be a weak connection and a negative, so a weak negative. Between 0 and 0.5 is a weak positive, and from 0.5 to 1 would be a strong positive. So if you have a strong positive, that means all the dots are close together going kind of upward. Looking at how a weak one would look, if you see our coefficient is a negative 0.13, and compared to where the line is, those dots are kind of all over the place. So there's still a little bit of a correlation, but just not a strong one. So for what we would put down here, the type of correlation would be a weak negative. Okay, so we've got a few examples there that we can work through. Remember, we're using that Desmos table and kind of working through it like that.